let's try this again here. The fucking problem. Well, that doesn't happen too often, but all of a sudden it ran out of gas, and I can only imagine why. My gas tank's laying all the way to hell over here. Oh man, that's some good two-stroke. Damn, I don't want to dump that out. We're out on the ground either. Oh man. Well, folks, there's part of your problem. There's the back of the snowmobile. I guess that wasn't really attached too well anymore. Well, it's always something here. See if I can get you a good shot of what we're looking at. So there she sits. She actually went quite a ways on just that little bit in the line. Oh, poor girl. Oh man, oh man. Well, I want to pull the seat. I don't want that getting wet and frozen because that's not much of a seat. These poor plastics on these tanks. Oh man. I hope that didn't just, I guess it didn't matter. It's probably already way broken long before I started. But yeah, these plastics back here, all these things that hold the tanks, the shrouds, any of that, be careful taking this apart, because if you break them, well, they're real expensive. That's like the most commonly broken part on the snowmobile, because everybody had to take the tanks off to fix them, and they just pried, especially right through here. You'll pry in here to get this open and crack all that apart, because you have these stupid flanges that go in there. So now, this, if you want to see how this goes, that flange will suck up in there. I hook my line back up again, clean off as much of that crud as I can. How funny is that? Tank fell off. All right, well, pretty sure I'm done for right now. This minute, that was kind of fun to ride. But it's snowing. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Oh boy, that was welded and broke the weld. There, and there. Oh man. Seriously. And I have no bolts down below. I wonder where they went. And then we broke the weld. Something tells me there's gonna be a giant tie strap hooked to the middle of this to hook this together. There you go. I'll put some foam in here and then tie strap this sucker on, and I'll weld it when I get a chance here. It'll be fun to weld this here. But, oh well. Gas tanks. And I've already done some work on one of these. I wonder if this is the one I did. The whole bottom had to be fixed, attached. No, this is another one that's been haphazardly patched. Haphazardly patched, that's the word. But check out this video if you want to see how to do that. Take and solder it and fix it correctly. But it's at least holding gas and working. Let me take this seat. Well, for now, that was fun. Bet you in a couple hours this thing will be awfully buried. It needs a good washing. Arctic Cat Panther 440. When you get that thing screaming, she's fun. Even more snow out here. It doesn't seem to ever want to stop snowing. And I guess we can take the snowmobile out again for a little ride here. There's about 35 inches of snow in the woods here. Trails and jumps and all kinds of stuff. So let me gas this puppy up. And I'll take her out. Alright, well, we got it cleaned off. Let's fire this puppy up. Take probably a couple pulls. Come on, girl. Better. Nuts. I was hoping I would make it, but nope. Not at all. Damn. Well, it happened. Finally happened around here. Crashed into something, hit a tree, and well, riding around in 30 plus inches of snow on an old snowmobile that's very tippy. If you stop on these things, you're stuck. So a lot of times you just hold on and floor it and hope for the better. And well, I was trying to turn it and she would not turn at all. And luckily, I mean, it was maybe a 5-10 mile an hour crash, but it still did a heck of a number to this. I mean, luckily we didn't do any damage to the hood, and this is obviously awfully bent, and the chassis is bent. So I have the hood unbolted so I can take it off and try to straighten all this. And I'll prop this and see. Well, you know, things are gonna happen when you're gonna play. What are you gonna do? I'll drill that rim. Is it gonna come off of there? There we go. Okay. Now I got the hood off, I can see what I'm really working with. I have a plan, I think, of how I'm gonna fix this, because it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I know this bar's kind of strong. Luckily, and like I said, I was only going maybe 5-10 miles an hour when I hit this, but it was full throttle, so it was going. One of those things, man, if it had been a millimeter more, the tree would have nicked the ski and it would have kicked it over, but nope, it caught just on the inside and right into it. It happens. It's sad. It's, you know, at least that's the only real damage. We didn't ruin the hood. It may take a little trouble to line up these hinges again, but we'll get it. It's a good reason to clean it all out. And yeah, good reason. Like, I need a good reason to do that. But, well, let me show you how I'm going to get this fixed. I have a couple plans and ideas what I'm going to do. Oh, she looks so ugly. But, okay, well, I decided to get the puller out. That's the Dodge Diesel there. And I hooked it up. I have a strap looped around and through the worst part of this kink. And with a little luck, we can give it a little tug and it might just pull it right out of there. I would not advise doing this with a better snowmobile per se, but this may work. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see what this will look like. Let's see if this actually works here. All right. Maybe I should go like that so you can see as this gets pulled forward, because the whole thing's gonna go forward when I give it a little tug. Did I just get water on there? Like I was saying, you don't want to go too much. It's nice and easy. Let's see what this does. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but the key is nice and easy. And if you go nice and easy, it comes out perfect. When in doubt, just floor it and go. I mean, so what? We dented this, and so what? We pulled it out with just yanking it with the truck. And how else was I going to yank this out? That's pretty darn good. I might give it one more little tug, because I can always beat this back in. But if I was to try to pry on this with anything else, that'd be it. I'm going to try one more pull with that. That worked awesome. Let me see if I can get this. Another shot of this here. I was kind of wondering if I should give it a hard yank or not. I said, let's do it. Let's see what happens. I think it was the right move. I'm gonna try that again, at least from a short distance. Don't need much this time. I think we're gonna do one more. It didn't really do it. I didn't do it hard enough. Happens. One more little yank. I think we're gonna call that pretty good for right now. I mean, that's not too shabby. It's a little dingy, but now I have something I can try to pull this off of, because I didn't want to push on any of this until this was ready to try to reform this without ruining this tub. I mean, it's aluminum, it should bend pretty smooth. Look at my, actually have it, what are the odds I'd have it right here in the truck? Big old bar. I'm gonna put this in here, and yeah, you can almost see right there how easy that's gonna move. I don't know if I really want to push off the exhaust right yet. Maybe I can come off these mounts at the bottom. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I'm doing this one-handed while holding the camera. Oh, that's almost satisfying right there. Cool. So that isn't bad. I mean, obviously I have to tweak it. Let me do it without holding the camera and see what I can come up with here. That works great so far. Seeing using the truck and that, awesome. Sometimes just wing it. Like I said, I don't know if I'd do this with a new snowmobile. but it worked perfect with this one. Okay, so it looks like in order to get this shape to hold, I'm gonna have to beat on it a little. And there is some strategy to where you beat. I want to hit down here first to bend this right. This would be my last spot, and that'll hold all this in shape. And then I'm gonna have to give one tap here, and it'll kind of lock it. I don't know how I can show any of this. It's probably gonna fall. Let's see what happens here. There we go. That'll hold the shape of this. That looks pretty decent. It's a little forward here. I have it. There's a good part of steel under that muffler. I'm not on the muffler. It almost has to come back right here. I think that's looking pretty good. Like I said, my final tap will be here, but I'm gonna get one more. That's looking pretty decent. And now this tap on this end will straighten this, it'll push this and lock it all in place. See the tension that's under. Luckily, aluminum is pretty forgiving. Try to hit as flat as you can so you don't make dents and dimples. And, oh, you could use better hammers. That does not look bad at all. Bad. I mean, it could be a whole lot worse. And, yeah, it's not perfect. But, you know, it's an older sled, 1974. Panther 440. And it's a pretty good sled. It's just, it's been around, it's been abused. And that's why we're beating it around here. And you know, things are going to happen to it if you're going to ride in the woods or trees like this through all this snow with these jumps and stuff here. So it's a good time. It's going to happen. But yeah, the windshield broke just turning it around the snowbank. I turned the handlebar and pushed right into it and cracked it more. So I bent these down just in case I crashed it. I wouldn't get stabbed by these sharp edges, and thank God I did that. Might have saved my butt. So now she's all good to go again. So I want to fix the electric start on this. I'm done pull starting this thing. So I'm going to get a battery and, well, check out that video. I'll show you how to do all that, and hopefully this thing has electric start, because that would be a whole lot better. And thank God I didn't break the fiberglass. I lucked out with that. And you know, by this much, and if I had been leaning a little bit harder on these things, it might have actually tried to make that turn, but it didn't make it at all, and I had to go around a tree, and then I had no line. I was hoping I could skip it and go through all the little tiny brush, but nope, hit the big one.